Good morning everyone. So yesterday I hope you people have seen that recorded video. In that we started with our next concept, that is fundamental forces in nature. We have started with fundamental forces in nature. Can anybody tell me how many fundamental forces are there in nature? I hope everyone saw that video. How many fundamental forces are there in nature? Only one student? Two, three. Yes, very good. So total we have four fundamental forces in nature, right? So what are those? Okay, start. First one. Total we have four fundamental forces in nature. First one. Gravitational force. So we have first one as gravitational force. Second one. Electromagnetic force. Very good. Next we have electromagnetic force. Next, third. Right? So third one we have, that is strong nuclear force. Then the last one is very good, that is weak nuclear force. So we have four fundamental forces in nature. In that, first one is gravitational force, second one is electromagnetic force, then the third one is strong nuclear force, last one is weak nuclear force. These are the four fundamental forces in nature. So yesterday I told you, today we are going to discuss the definitions and the properties and examples for all these forces. In that first one we have, that is gravitational force. I told you one work also. So search properties of gravitational force. So before going to start the class, one student have replied that one property of the gravitational force. Okay, now I can see one more property. It is a central force and it is a conservative force. Very good. Other students? Strongest nucleus. Okay. और किसी ने देखा है? It is directly proportional to the product of mass of the two bodies. It is always attractive in nature. Yes. Very good. Okay. It is the weakest force in nature. Long range force. Right. It obeys inverse square law. Okay, you made my work easy. So today we are going to discuss the properties of the gravitational force. Already you people have seen properties of gravitational force. Very good. So I hope till the end of your PUC second year, you people will work like this only. So later don't become lazy. Work like this however you are working now. So gravitational force. First we will see what you mean by gravitational force. Now don't waste your time in the chatting, just concentrate in the class, okay? So gravitational force, here we will see what do you mean by gravitational force. Suppose if I take two objects, here if I take two objects, this is one object and this is the other object. You can take of same masses or of different masses. This I'll name it as object A, this I'll name it as object B. I have two objects A and B having masses m1 and m2. Consider two objects A and B having masses m1 and m2. They are separated by a distance. These two are separated by a distance of r. You can take D also. These two bodies are separated by a distance of r, or you can take they are separated by a distance of d. Now here, as you know that the A body attracts B body and the B body attracts A body. Means, अभी देखो, if I throw this chalk, a chalk को ऐसे फेंका तो क्या होता है? This chalk is attracted by the earth. In a same way, earth भी chalk से attract होता है. Chalk is also attracted by the earth and earth is also attracted by the chalk here. But you just observe the motion of the object, that is chalk. Only आपको chalk नीचे गिर रहा है ये दिखाई देता है. whatever earth is there, that is also moving actually, that is also getting attracted by this chalk, but it is not giving any motion. Why? Because the mass of the earth is bigger than the mass of the chalk. Mass of the earth is bigger than the mass of the chalk. Because of that reason, you don't feel any changes in the motion of the earth when this chalk is thrown upward. Is it clear? Okay. So here A body attracts B body, in the same way B body also attracts A body if they are separated by a distance of r. The force is denoted by, पता है force कैसे denote करते हैं? कौन से symbol से force denote करते हैं? Force is denoted by the symbol. Which symbol? Force कौन से symbol से denote करते हैं? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. कौन से symbol से denote करते हैं force को? Which symbol we use for the force? Yes. So we use the force between these two bodies. I will take it as F. Here, the force between these two bodies are, it is directly proportional. एक कौन सा symbol है? Directly proportional. Directly proportional to the product of mass. Product मतलब क्या लिखते हो आप? M1 into M2. It is the force between these two bodies directly proportional to the product of the mass, and this force is inversely proportional. डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल मतलब कैसे लिखते हो? ये वाला सिंबल लिख के m1 into m2 लिखते हो. इफ यू से इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल बोलते हो तो कैसे लिखते हो? प्रोपोर्शनलिटी सिंबल 1 डिवाइडेड बाय, इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू स्क्वायर ऑफ द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन देम. स्क्वायर ऑफ द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन देम. So this is your gravitational force. So you can define the gravitational force as, it is the force between the two bodies by virtue of its masses. In a simple language, you can define it as, it is the force between two bodies by virtue of its mass. So this whatever I am telling, it is gravitational law statement. It is gravitational law statement. You just remember what you mean by gravitational force. Gravitational force मतलब क्या बोलो? The force between two bodies. It is the force between two bodies by virtue of its mass. Now you may ask me, what do you mean by virtue? मतलब जो भी force है, it depends on the mass. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? By virtue. This is the new word maybe which you are learning in your college. So by virtue of its mass. That is called as what? Gravitational force. So this is the spelling of virtue. By virtue of its mass. We say by virtue of the charge. Charge बोले तो क्या होता है? The force is responsible because of the charge. By virtue of charge, by virtue of mass. So like if you mention, it depends on that. That is the meaning of by virtue. Is it clear? Are you getting? So this is your gravitational force. If the definition is clear to you, we can go for properties. Already you people have told so many properties. I just want to discuss it briefly once. Is it clear everyone? What do you mean by gravitational force? The force between two bodies by virtue of its masses. Is it clear? Okay. Anybody tell me who gave this gravitational force? Who gave the idea of gravitational force? Isne gravitational, yes, Newton. Newton will give you the idea about this gravitational force. Next we will go for the properties of gravitational force. Slowly one by one we will discuss. The first property. So the first property I will take, very simple property I will take, that is here the gravitational forces. Here the gravitational forces always attractive in nature. The gravitational forces always attractive in nature. Always attractive means क्या होता है? आप एक, if you take ball, if you take apple, if you take chalk, anything if you take, here all the bodies are getting attracted by the earth. कौन से भी bodies लो, there will be attractive force. Gravitational force, it is never repulsive. I hope you can understand what do you mean by attractive, what do you mean by repulsive. Attractive means they are coming close to each other. Repulsive means they are getting separated. That is called as repulsive force. So gravitational force, it is always attractive in nature. Is it clear? This is the first important property of gravitational force. Second one we will see. The second property is here, whatever the force between two bodies, as you know that is A body and B body. There is a force between these two bodies. So here we have two bodies A and B. The force between these two bodies, I can take it as the force between these two bodies, I will take it as F here. Here what they will say, the force between the two bodies, it is equal in magnitude, it is equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. The force between these two bodies are always equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. What is the meaning of this? Equal in magnitude मतलब क्या? Magnitude का word का meaning पता है आप लोगों को? Magnitude means it is, do you know? Anybody? What do you mean by magnitude? If you know, it is okay, otherwise I will explain. No. So magnitude means it is a numerical value. Magnitude means always you remember because nowadays means in physics, whatever further topics are there, everywhere you are using the word magnitude. Magnitude means it is a numerical value. It is a numerical value. Means for example, force is denoted by forces measured by Newton. That is 2 Newton, 3 Newton, 5 Newton. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Magnitude of force. Are you getting? Magnitude of force 2 Newton, 3 Newton, 5 Newton, 10 Newton. ये जो भी values है, numerical values, that is called as what? Magnitude. Here what they are saying? It is equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. मतलब क्या होता है? A body is applying force on B body, that is 2 Newton. A body B body के ऊपर 2 Newton force apply कर रहा है. In the same way, B body is also applying force of 2 Newton. मतलब क्या? It is of equal magnitude. Here two bodies are exerting. Here the force of attraction between the two bodies, it is always attractive in nature. It is always attractive in nature but opposite in direction. Here you can see what do you mean by opposite in direction. A body का force कौन से direction पे देखो? In this direction the force is acting. From A body in this direction the force is acting. And from B body, the force is acting in this direction. Means here the forces are in opposite direction. The force between two bodies are opposite in direction. So this is second property. First property is it is always attractive in nature. Second property is it is of equal magnitude but opposite in direction. Two properties are clear to you. Here actually properties are not so important, but why I am explaining? Because here whatever terms I am using, no, it will help you for further whatever you will study. So it is an introduction of the first topic. So slowly I want to explain this. Is it clear? First two properties. Is it clear everyone? First two properties, very simple property. Okay? Right. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. In between only you can stop. No problem. So these are the two properties. We will go for the next property. So the next property is, here one student have given that property. It is a central force. So I will erase these two and I will write it. You remember, okay? And I will ask you a question at the end. Third one. It is a central force. The gravitational force, it is a central force. So what do you mean by central force here? Central force matlab here you can see two bodies are there. The force is acting along the center of the mass of the two body. मतलब जो भी force A body का B body पे, B body का A body पे exert हो रहा है, it is along the center of the body. It is along the center of the body. Therefore, it is called as what? It is a central force. Gravitational force is a central force. Why it is a central force? because it acts along the center of the body. Is it clear everyone? So it is called as central force. Central force का मतलब पता चला? The force, whichever force is there, which acts along the center of the body. मतलब इधर एक body, इधर एक body. The force acts along the center of the body. So center of mass concept we will study in the next topic. Next means in the 7th topic it is there. So the force acts along the center of the body. ऐसे नहीं act कर रहा है, ऐसे नहीं. Not like that. It is acting along the center of the body. Therefore, it is called as what? It is a central force. Gravitational force is a central force. So this is the third property. Then the fourth property is it is a long range force. It is a long range force. Long range force means what? Here see, if I throw this object up to certain distance, it will come back. If I increase the velocity, it will travel certain more distance, it will come back. If I give still more velocity, or ऊपर जाता है नीचे आता है. Again, if you increase the velocity, so here what happens? The force, whatever the gravitational force is there, it is very long range force. It is very long range force. Here you can take the gravitational force between the sun and the earth. It is of the order of 10 raised to 22 Newton. The force between the earth and the sun. It is of the order of 10 raised to 22 Newton. What is the meaning of this? 10 raised to 22 means 22 zeros you will get. So that much long range force it is, because you know that the earth and the sun, the other planets and the sun, they are bounded together with a gravitational force. So planets के बीच में कौन सा force है? Gravitational force है. So you can say or you can prove that it is a long range force. Okay. Next. Fifth property is. So fifth property you can take. It is a conservative force. So here what do you mean by conservative force? Conservative force in the sense, here the force will not get vanished. The force will not get vanished. So it is called as what? The force is a conservative force. Here actually you can define it one more way also. What do you mean by conservative force? Means, see, for example, wait, I'll explain. This side is here. So here I can take the example. So here one ball is there. Suppose here your earth. Okay, just imagine. So the force between the earth and the ball. Here, whatever the force is acting between the earth and the ball, it does not depend on the path followed by the ball. Means, ये ऐसे भी आके नीचे गिर सकता है. It may go here, then it will fall down. It may travel a zigzag path. Here, the gravitational force does not depend on the path followed by the body. Gravitational force does not depend on the path followed by the body. Means, आप एक paper, piece of paper you take. Piece of paper, मतलब कागज का एक टुकड़ा लो. How it will travel? It will travel straight. ऐसे नीचे नहीं आके गिरता हुआ, ऐसे zigzag path आता है. Why? Because of air resistance. So, the gravitational force does not depend on the path followed by the body. Such forces are called as what? Conservative force. Such forces are called as what? Conservative force. What do you mean by conservative force? The gravitational force does not depend on the path followed by the body. कैसे भी आके नीचे गिर सकता है वो. That is what gravitational force. That is called as conservative force. Is it clear, everyone? So here no need to remember the meaning of all these forces. Why I am explaining you in detail? Because in next whatever you will study, no, there you have all this concept. But ऐसे ही मैं इसे बोलती गई that it is a long range force, conservative force, central force, पता नहीं चलेगा. Because it is a first topic, I have to go it in detail. That is, gravitational force is a conservative force. Okay. So once again I'll explain after finishing all the forces. I'll go for the next force. So here the next force you can take, it is the weakest force in nature. The gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. It is very important question for your 1 mark in your exam. Which is the weakest force in nature? Which is the weakest force in nature? That is gravitational force. You have 4 forces in nature. Gravitational force, electromagnetic force, then strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force. Okay, so in all these four forces, all these four fundamental forces, the gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. Remember, it is very, very important. Which is the weakest force in nature? Gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. I'll repeat that once again. So, gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. Is it clear? So, this is one mark question. How they will ask you, if you see all previous year question paper, previous year ka sabhi question paper dekhe to first year ka, everywhere this question is common. Which is the weakest force and which is the strongest force in nature? Which is the weakest force? That is gravitational force. Some students will get confused and they will write weak nuclear force. नहीं, उसका नाम सिर्फ weak nuclear force है. That is not the weakest force. The weakest force in nature is this one, gravitational force. Is it clear? Then just imagine here the longest range it is a long range force, मगर फिर भी हम इसको क्या बोल रहे हैं? Weak range, weakest force in nature बोल रहे हैं. Just imagine other forces how much it is strong, right? So here some students are asking me to repeat that conservative force. I will repeat it. Every year maximum it will come. Either they will ask you to write four fundamental forces or this one. Weakest force and strongest force. You can refer all the previous year question papers. Right. Okay. So some students are asking me to repeat conservative force. Don't stress more here because again in work energy chapter we will study it in detail along with the example. Just you remember. What do you mean by conservative force? Conservative force actually two ways में define कर सकते हो. Here I will define based on the path. What is that? Here if you take piece of paper, if you take ball, दोनों का masses अलग है. Throw that. What will happen? The ball will fall in a straight path. ऐसे नीचे exactly straight way में आके गिरता है. But whatever your piece of paper is there, it will follow the zigzag path. मगर उसको air resist करता है. Because of that, it will follow the zigzag path. However, the path followed by the body is there. It will come straight और ऐसे zigzag होके नहीं तो इसे cross होके कैसे भी आके गिरने दो. The gravitational force does not depend on the path followed by the body. मतलब वो straight आके गिरा है कि ऐसे zigzag path से है, that is irrespective of that. Gravitational force depends only on the mass and the distance. It does not depend on the path followed by the body. This is your conservative force. Therefore, we call gravitational force as what? Conservative force. Is it clear? Who asked that question? Is it clear? Just remember that it does not depend on the path followed by the body. Okay. Right. So here 6 properties I have taken. You can take few more also, but these 6 properties are enough for you. Okay. So you can take one more property as it does not depend on the medium between them. Medium between them means what here? That is, if you have water, उसमें ऐसे एक stone drop करो, क्या होता है? नीचे आता है, right? So if you take oil, whatever you throw, it will come down. Means don't discuss about the density concept. Here only the thing is, the gravitational force does not depend on the medium present between them. Then also the bodies will get attracted. If water is there, if liquid, gas, solid, कौन सा भी रहने दो, always the gravitational force acts on the body. You may ask me how it is in solids. अभी देखो बुक के ऊपर एक टेबल के ऊपर एक बुक रखते हो, क्या होता है? Gravitational force is acting on that and the normal force is acting on that. इसी वजह से क्या होता है? Book is a constant रहता है. Now I am standing. So why I am standing in a straight way? Because the gravitational force is acting on me and my weight is acting in the downward direction. Both are balancing, therefore I am able to stand straight. If gravitational force ज़्यादा रहा or else the normal force is more, the body will not stand straight. Here both the forces will balance, therefore you will stand straight. Here the thing is, the gravitational force does not depend on the medium present between them. Either it is liquid, gas, solid, कौन सा भी रहने दो, on all the objects gravitational force acts. So these are the properties of gravitational force. Is it clear? और भी प्रॉपर्टीज हम डिस्कस कर सकते हैं. Sixth one is weakest force. It is the weakest force in nature. और एक force और एक property explain करूँ. In your chat only one student has given that slip. It obeys inverse square law. Gravitational force obeys inverse square law. So what is that inverse square law? I'll just focus this camera on the other side. So you can see here. What do you mean by inverse square law? Inverse square law. This gravitational force obeys inverse square law. मतलब क्या? That is okay. Here you know that two bodies are there separated by a distance of r. Here what do we say? The force between these two, according to Newton, 9th में पढ़ा था देखो. According to Newton, the force between the two bodies directly proportional to the product of the mass and it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So this is what inverse square law. Inversely proportional है inverse, square r square. So that is what inverse square law. Gravitational force obeys inverse square law. मतलब this only. The force between two bodies, it is inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. That is called as what? Inverse square law. Your gravitational force obeys this also, this property also. It obeys the inverse square law. और भी properties है. We have Coulomb force. So in second year you will study Coulomb force. That also obeys inverse square law. What is inverse square law? In physics, every time it is same. The force between any two bodies, it is inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Inverse square law. ये सभी आपका ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स के प्रॉपर्टीज है. देखो, you can see these ones. Okay, I'll just repeat all ones. Right. So what is the first property? First property is gravitational forces always attractive in nature. Then second property, it is the gravitational forces equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. It is equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Then third property is written on the board. It is a central force. The force acts along the center of the body. That is, it is a central force. Fourth one, it is a long range force. Gravitational force is a long range force. Then it is a conservative force. You know what you mean by all the definitions now. Next, it is the weakest force in nature. Gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. Then last one you can take, it obeys inverse square law. It obeys inverse square law. Here one property I have not written on the board. Can anybody tell me which is the property? Let me see your memory. I just told that I did not write it on the board. कौन सा property है बोलो? Yes, it does not depend on the medium between them. It does not depend on the medium between them. Very good. So I hope you people understood all the properties of gravitational force, and I also hope that till you people finish your second year, your concentration will be same like how you are concentrating nowadays. Okay, is it clear? Shall I go for the next property? Next force. Okay, keep your interest like this only, so that science will be easy for you. But only few are replying, few students are not replying. Slowly you understand, other medium students especially. Slowly पता चलेगा. Little it will be difficult starting, but slowly you people will understand. Okay. So repeatedly go through the recorded videos, and whatever terms you feel difficult, no, what you do, उसको ऐसे लिख के रखो. For example, by virtue I say virtue. In class, whichever terms you people feel difficulty, just write it in your rough book or somewhere at the corner of the book. बाद में क्या करो, take one dictionary, science dictionary will be available. Take those dictionary, or nowadays you have mobile phone in your hand. After the class, you can Google and you can see what is the meaning of that specific word. So like this, if you struggle for first 2-3 months, no, later it will be easy for you. Okay, just follow this method. That is, whichever word is new for you in physics, chemistry, maths, biology, कौन से भी subject में कौन सा भी term आपको new लगा, you feel it is a new word or you feel it is a difficult word, just write it down. Later after the class, what you can do, you can Google it or you can go through the dictionaries and you can check what is the meaning of it, so that it will help you. Okay, it is very very useful for you. First 2-3 months if you do this much, no, till you finish your second year, you will be perfect with all PCMB words. Then wherever you go for your next degree, it will be easy for you to understand, right? Right. So next we will go for the this one, forces. So next force we have, that is electromagnetic force. So the second force we have, that is electromagnetic force. Okay, one more point in gravitational force. Just remember what do you mean by gravitational force. Minimum 4 properties enough for you. कौन सा भी 4 properties याद रखो बस. No need to remember all 7 to 8 properties. मैं आपको notes भेजती हूँ, उसमें 7 to 8 properties है. Whichever is easy for you people to remember, just remember those properties. Physics notes, physics notes only first part I have sent. This yesterday's and today's class I'll forward you either today or tomorrow. I'll see. Actually, I need to type it. Yes, it is the force between the charged particles. Very good. Right, ion. So, electromagnetic force. What do you mean by electromagnetic force? Electromagnetic force is nothing but, here one point I want to discuss before going for the definition. Electromagnetic force means you have studied in your 10th standard the magnetic effect of electric current chapter, right? Okay, magnetic effect of electric current. In that first page you have studied one experiment, Oersted experiment. पता है सबको Oersted experiment क्या है वो? That is, you know that if you have a current carrying conductor, ये आपका एक wire है, you have one AB wire. ये वायर को मैं क्या करती हूँ अभी, दिस वायर आई कनेक्ट इट फॉर बैटरी. दिस इज बैटरी सिंबल, दिस इज योर वायर. नेक्स्ट हियर इट इज प्लग की. इतना सब आपको पता है, दैट इज इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन एंड ऑल यू हैव स्टडीड. AB is a wire, your battery, plug key. Now when you close this plug key, what happens? The current flows through this. From positive terminal to the negative terminal of the battery क्या होता है? Current flow होता है. Correct है? The current will flow from positive terminal to negative terminal of the battery. Now suppose if I keep a compass here, if I keep a compass near to this wire, what will happen? The compass will show. Compass in Kannada we call it as Diksuchi. So this compass will show deflection. मतलब क्या होता है, इसके अंदर जो नीडल रहता है, whatever needle will be there inside this needle will show deflection. This needle will show deflection. So why this deflection occurs? Here, when current is passing through this circuit, the charges are in motion. The charges will give you current. The charge will give you current. In the same way, this current will produce the magnetic field. This current will produce the magnetic field. The force between the charge and the magnetic field is known as electromagnetic force. I'll repeat. Here, when you close the plug key, what happens? The current flows through it. The current flows through the circuit. Current is flowing means what? The charges are in motion. Charges are in motion, produces electric current. This electric current will give you magnetic field. ये आपका कंपास ऐसे डिफ्लेक्ट हो रहा है, उसका मतलब क्या है? There is a magnetic field around your conductor. There is a magnetic field around your conductor. अभी उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? The force between this charged particle and your magnetic field is known as what? Electromagnetic force. The force between the charged particle and the magnetic field is known as electromagnetic force. Is it clear, everyone? What do you mean by electromagnetic force? Is it clear? What do you mean by electromagnetic force? The force between the moving charges and the magnetic field. ये पढ़ा है ना 10th standard में. You have a current carrying conductor. Current flow होता है इसमें. So when current is there, magnetic field is produced. इधर magnetic field produce होता है करके क्या होता है? आपका compass deflection दिखाता है. So therefore you can say the magnetic field and the moving charges. The force between them is called as electromagnetic force. Is it clear? So we are left with last 1 or 2 minutes. You can we can go for the properties of this electromagnetic force tomorrow, or as usual tomorrow you will search the properties of electromagnetic force and tell me. Before that, I want to ask you one question. Can you give me example for this gravitational force? Today we have studied gravitational force. Can anybody tell me which are the examples for gravitational force? Means gravitational force के वजह से कौन से phenomena are taking place in your surrounding, मतलब nature में. ये भी अपने 9th standard में पढ़ा था. Evolution होता है क्या? Revolution होता है वो. Evolution of stars, writing of pen, sun and the earth, atmosphere. Whatever your atmosphere is there, this is because of gravitational force. Do you agree that? Revolution of earth or any planet around the sun, it is due to gravitational force. Gases, the sun and the okay. Tides in the ocean, ozone layer. Tides in the ocean is due to gravitational force. I hope everyone know the meaning of tides. T-I-D-E-S. Whoever don't know, after the class search T-I-D-E-S. Tides in the ocean is due to galaxies. Okay. Main important is we are on the surface of the earth because of this gravitational force. That's it. So we remain constant or stand properly. This is because of gravitational force between the earth and the sun. So these are the examples for what? Gravitational force. So I hope gravitational force, its properties and examples are clear to you. And what do you mean by electromagnetic force? If you have any doubt regarding this class, you can once again go through the video, whatever we will forward you later, and you can ask your doubts in the next class or in the Google form. Right? Okay. Okay. You can take a break now. Have a good day. Thank you.